On the previous video, I illustrated for you some examples of problems from Russian magazine Quantum magazine. And here I wanted to tell you another story from the Quantum magazine, which is a kind of parody on Sherlock Holmes, but teaches you physics as well. When I read it, I thought, this was years ago when I read it, and I thought it was amazing that a person could do it so well. It's really similar to Conan Doyle, and the style is very similar, and at the same time it actually does teach you physics. So the idea is as follows. Dr. Watson is sitting there in his study, and each time the tram is running outside and everything shakes, and he shows his displeasure that since the time the tram is the railway is right near his house, every time the tram passes he's very upset. And all of a sudden he hears Sherlock Holmes saying, the distance between the glasses and the thickness of the glasses should be bigger. The glasses should be thicker and the distance should be between them should be bigger. So Dr. Watson is surprised as usual. How did you know what I was thinking? So Sherlock Holmes explains. First of all, I noticed that you have in the newspaper, you underlined an advertise of a man who puts in glass in the windows. And when I saw that when the tram passed, you were showing your displeasure, and you wrote automatically on with your hand, kind of with your finger, you made the gesture as if you're writing 1 + 10 + 1. So I figured out that you mean that the person who is going to install your windows to make sure you don't hear the tram outside, he is suggesting to put 1 millimeter of the first glass and then 10 millimeters between them, and then another millimeter in the second glass. So yeah, of course, then it's obvious what happened. So in the end, the discussion in this Quantum magazine goes on into how actually do the double glassed windows work, and why is it that in this particular case the suggestion by the man who installs windows is not really a good suggestion at all. In fact, it might actually even make things worse. Not only it won't block the noise, but it will actually make things worse than the one glass system he had before. So the author, of course, goes through all the physics, and in the end, obviously Sherlock Holmes figures out that since it cannot possibly be that the man who constantly works with windows would give such a stupid advice, so it must be that this guy is an imposter, and the reason he is coming to Dr. Watson is to be able to see from the window of Dr. Watson the apartment across the street where there is a juror who hid, or who has an order to work with a very expensive diamond. So obviously this is not really a true Windows installer. Really, this is an imposter who is just trying to find out where the diamond might be hidden. And so Sherlock Holmes, of course, tells the police, and the police catches the man red-handed when he tried to rob the apartment across the street from Dr. Watson. So what I think is amazing in this is that it is written very much in style of Sherlock Holmes, but that's half of the problem. The issue is that the author was able to do so well the real physics, and at the same time make it interesting to read. So what I think is that this is how our teachers should try to present information to the kids. Unfortunately, in America, very few teachers know how to present information in a way that makes kids interested. Please click like if you liked it.